In the face of the global pandemic, with millions dead around the world, it might seem difficult to properly celebrate our political successes. But political successes they are, and historic ones at that, with lasting positive consequences for Scotland and hopefully for the world. This May, our record election results saw us grow our vote in every part of Scotland, and now we have Greens in government for the first time ever. Yeah. It is the first time that Green politicians have been in government anywhere in the UK. Being in government is a chance for us to live our values, to show what we are capable of, and to lead the change that Scotland so badly needs. These are your successes. They happened because of every leaflet you delivered, every call you made, and every conversation that you had with friends, neighbours, and families, every campaign meeting that you attended. Other parties have millionaire backers, but we have you, and you gave so generously of your time and money where you could afford them. Please accept my heartfelt thank you to each of you. I also want to thank the people who are no longer with us, but who built this party up bit by bit over the last 30 years. They did so with the hope that one day we would be in a position where we could be in government and to be able to turn our words into actions and our vision for Scotland into a reality. What a journey it has been. It is 22 years since Robin Harper was elected as the first Green parliamentarian anywhere in the UK. Thank you, Robin. You worked day and night for our party and for our movement, and you showed the difference that Greens can make. That is the work that we have been building on ever since. Patrick and I and our parliamentary colleagues understand the scale of expectations and the weight of responsibility that we need to live up to. The cooperation agreement that we negotiated and that you approved is a historic opportunity, and one that will benefit our party, our country, and our environment. Many of the policies that you wrote, you voted for, and that you put into our manifesto are now being made into law. As we meet this weekend, we can do so with more than just hope. We can do so with the knowledge that the policies we discuss can change the lives of people across our country. We are proud of our record in opposition. In the last term alone, Green MSPs secured progressive taxation, a pay rise for the public sector workers, hundreds of millions of pounds for local authorities, free school meals for all primary-age children, and free bus travel for everyone under 22. And now we are taking it further. We are putting climate justice and social justice at the heart of government. I'm incredibly proud that as a result of this agreement, we will see record investment in renewable energy and green technology. We will invest in the future and create thousands of new jobs by doubling Scotland's onshore wind capacity, as well as making Scotland a leader in marine energy. We will invest in our seas, creating no-take zones where wildlife and fisheries can thrive. We will promote green skills and do it in a way that puts people first and supports our communities with a £500 million Just Transition Fund to ensure that Murray and the North East can become thriving hubs of innovation and turbocharge our green economy. We will invest in biodiversity with new protections for our wildlife and new investment into restoring Scotland's natural wildlife. And we will designate Scotland's first new national park in 20 years. We will introduce a new deal for tenants. We will invest in young people by introducing at least 3,500 new teachers and 500 classroom assistants. We will introduce a new and locally nuanced national care service with better wages and conditions for the carers who have done so much for all of us. In fact, this week we took an important step toward rewarding carers for the vital work that they do, increasing the minimum pay for those on the real living wage in adult social care by 5%. We will put equality at the heart of government and finally bring in the GRA reforms which have taken so long. We will end so-called conversion therapy and stand shoulder to shoulder and side by side with all of our LGBTQ+ community siblings who have been targeted with one of the most cynical hate campaigns I have ever seen from large parts of our national media and far too many of our politicians. These are the changes that can only happen with Greens in government. They are changes that will make a difference to people's lives, and they are changes we are very proud to be delivering. The timing could not be more urgent. All across the world, we are seeing climate breakdown and extreme weather events. The UN has warned that it is code red for our climate. We have no time to waste. And what is Boris Johnson doing about it? He has appointed a trade secretary who believes that climate change is a hoax. He has said that the world needs to grow up to tackle the threat, but he is supporting new oil fields. We cannot go on like this. We cannot trust the anti-climate Tories, not while they are working hand in hand with polluters, while inflicting a cost of living crisis on our communities. The last 18 months have been some of the hardest for many of us, and the Tory solution is to cut universal credit at the same time as they are pulling support from people unable to work due to the pandemic that they have mishandled so badly. This is not the recovery. Only last week they appointed one of their donors as a Scottish minister. These are not the actions of a government that is interested in our communities. They are the actions of a government that has contempt for democracy. Indeed, they use the courts to stop the Scottish Parliament enshrining the rights of children. These are the actions of a government that knows the price of some things, but the value of nothing. They are the actions of a tired and discredited Westminster party that is concerned with its donors and its cronies, and not with the people that it is meant to represent. Very soon, the eyes of the world will be on Scotland for COP26. But what will they see? The Prime Minister has said that he does not want the Scottish Government to be involved in case they use it as an advert for independence. Every day that Boris Johnson and his colleagues stand in Downing Street is an advert for Scottish independence. We do not have time to wait for Westminster to figure things out and get it right, because they won't. We can do so much better than this. That is why we will deliver a referendum on Scottish independence in this parliamentary term. With the full powers of independence, we can take a different path. We can build a better society. We can build our circular economy and invest in people. We can be a European leader in renewable energy. We can build a Scotland that works with our friends and neighbours, a Scotland that stands in solidarity with people living under oppression, and a Scotland that welcomes refugees and extends the hand of friendship around the world. It won't always be easy. There will be difficult moments, but there always is when history is being made. My colleagues and I didn't stand for Parliament because it would be easy. We did it because we believe in our vision and in our party. We believe that things can be so much better. There is nothing inevitable about poverty. There's nothing inevitable about austerity. There is nothing inevitable about climate breakdown. When I think about our party, when I think about our movement, when I think about the young people from around the world crying out for change, that is when I know things can get better. All across the world, we are seeing Greens making a difference, whether it is in New Zealand, where the Green politicians are helping to build a well-being economy, or in Germany, where they have just achieved a record result. We are a global movement, but one that is rooted in our communities. There is an old saying in our movement that I know you all know well, that we should think globally but act locally. And that is what our branches are doing all across the country. It is our branches, our activists, and our councillors that are the bedrock of our party. Every one of us in this hall started the same way. We may have been motivated by different things, but we all joined as members and got involved. Next year, we will see local elections across Scotland. We have the chance to win a record number of councillors, to expand the work that is already being done by Greens in town halls across the country. Green councillors make a real difference, whether by sticking up for public services and active travel or representing residents. That is why it is vital that we get as many councillors as possible elected and that we continue to grow our party and our movement. When Robin was first elected, our membership was only a few hundred. Now it is over 7,000 and growing. I believe that we are just getting started. There are big things ahead for us. Conference, it has been a long journey for us to get this far. It has taken the work of generations of activists brought together by a desire to do things differently. But it is also just the beginning of our journey as a party of government, working and delivering for Scotland and our planet day in and day out. Thank you.